Yes.
Okay. I'll be good
All
this
right.
time.
Hello, everyone. I am with Stephanie, the 12th person voted out of Ascendant Season 3 Spies of the Night. Before we get into the questionnaire, do you have any last things you would like to say?
Um, they better vote out Robbie and Natalie because as much as I love them as people, they're running this fucking game.
All right. So, since you are the one eliminated tonight, what do you think you could have done different with your gameplay?
I should have never have voted out Keaton. Should have never done that because Keaton could have been a number for us. And when that is the biggest regret we've had this whole game. Like me, just put it on the counter. Me, Curtis, and Jimmy have literally been like, we should have never voted out Keaton or Quentin or whatever the fuck they want to call him because that was a game changer for us. Next question.
So, you said it yourself in the elimination call and before the recording started that it was expected. You knew you were going home.
Oh yeah.
But throughout this whole game, who do you feel most betrayed by?
To be quite honest, I feel most betrayed by Natalie. Like Curtis was my number one. Mark was my number two. I wanted to work with Slade, but obviously he wasn't around. I wanted to always work with Chandler too, but sorry, Chandler, I love you, but you're my number three. Um, but honestly, Natalie, I wanted to work with her, and I felt lied to and lied to and lied to, over and over again. Like she was the mermaid to my unicorn, and she lied to me so much, and that's why I voted her tonight because I was hoping somebody would be like, "Fuck Natalie."
Okay. So this next question is about the format. So we've seen how other orgs host their own games where it's just basic Big Brother, HOH, basic twist. You host yourself and try to make things as different. But we're talking about Ascendants. So how did your strategy change throughout this game compared to other orgs where it's just basic
Well,
format?
when you don't literally know, okay, so if somebody in your alliance wins the head challenge spy immunity, they'll tell you and they'll be straight up and it's pretty easy to vote then. But when you don't freaking know and you have no idea who won, it's we gotta split votes, we gotta vote this way, we gotta vote that way, and it's just stupid crazy, it's insane. um I would say it's stressful, but honestly kind of loved it because at the same time that you wouldn't know who won, they wouldn't know who won. So the last vote before I got voted out, we confused them because they thought Curtis was going to win, but then they thought I won, so they didn't know who to vote for, and they took out one of their own freaking players. I thought it was dumb. I love Tony. He was awesome.
I can't believe that's gonna be in the recording. But anyway,
I didn't even see it.
I was coughing. So follow-up question to that. So already knowing how this format kind of works, how did your strategy change when if you were playing a regular Survivor game, you can only talk to your tribe mates that you are with, compared to this game where you can talk to every single person without cross tribing?
Well, me as a person will reach out to everybody in the beginning to see, are you going to talk to me or are you not going to talk to me? And so, of course, I reach out to well, probably not everybody, but I reached out to almost everybody and I see who's going to talk to me and who's not going to talk to me. And I've talked to the people that were left, I've talked to all of them. And I really work my social game into that, which apparently does not work, but I tried. I'm going to mute this on my TV because it's loud. But I worked that in because you never know what tribe you're going to be on, or not tribe, I'm sorry, agency you're going to be on. except me, because apparently I was on the same one the whole fucking time until we went to headquarters. So I feel like you have to talk to everybody. Like, you have to at least say hi. You have to at least say, like, how's your day? Good morning. Good fucking morning, you bitches. That's about it.
Okay, it wouldn't let me mute. Oh my god. Fuck Skype. So before I get to the next three questions, I want to include a question where I kind of ask like every single person who is new to Ascendance. So everyone has been speculating whether there's a jury or how this game is
Yeah.
gonna end. In your opinion, how how are the players left in the game? Do you think they're gonna work their way, not knowing whether there's a jury or it's a final challenge?
I have no idea because I literally said this to like somebody tonight, but I was like, what if it's not jury? Like, what if it's literally like a final two and they have to battle it out? And I didn't think about that until tonight because when you get down to final like 11, you think, okay, maybe jury's starting now. And when you get down to final 9, you're like, no, jury's starting now. When you get down to final like 7, you're like, jury has to be starting now. And nobody has said anything. So it's like, what if there's no friggin' jury? I don't know if they've thought about that, but tonight I literally went, what if there's no jury? Like, what if it's literally whoever makes it to the end? I don't know if they're thinking about that, but that crossed my mind tonight. And if they are thinking about that, then they really need to step up their game because they're going to continually let Natalie and Robbie roll to the end.
Okay, so follow-up question to that answer. If it was correct, your assumptions were correct that it is a head-to-head challenge with the final two. Out of everyone in the final six left in the game, who do you think would definitely be in the final two and win it if it's a final challenge?
If any speculation of what happened tonight happens again, I expect Curtis to literally kill every challenge, and I expect him to make it to the end and kill that challenge because Curtis is the shit.
All
Done.
right, that leads us to the next question. In your opinion, who do you think is playing the best game right now?
Um, that's hard for me because I'm a very loyal person. I play the game very loyally. And Curtis has been very loyal to me and Jimmy and everybody that we worked with. So to me, he's playing the best game. But if you want to look at it overall and like an org thing about who like lies and deceives and outwits and outplays and whatever Big Brother Survivor terms, agency terms you want to, secret spy things you want to talk about. Like honestly, I seriously think Robbie is probably playing the best. And as much as I don't want to vote for him, I probably would vote for him. You're on mute.
I know, I was talking to my mom. Sorry.
Okay.
So, again, who do you want to go home next that's left in the game?
Honestly, as much as I'm mad at Robbie and Natalie, and I love Jimmy and Curtis, I would rather see Romeo go next because I want a big player to win, and I don't want somebody who's just kind of like, AKA a bottom feeder is what I call it, because I feel like they're just kind of like floating at the bottom. Like I know he won like a head spy challenge, but I feel like he hasn't really put himself out there socially or like interacted with people. I want to see Romeo gone.
All right. So, the last question. Who are you rooting for to win season 3 of Ascendant Spies in the Night?
Well, obviously me. Oh wait, what? I'm just kidding. Since it can't be me, obviously I want fucking Curtis to win. Curtis has been my like literal ride or die from like the first game I ever played in orgs. And we've never played a game again until now. And as soon as we stepped into this, we're like, we're gonna be ride or dies again. And we have been 100% like told each other everything. So why the fuck wouldn't I want Curtis to win? Like Curtis is the epitome of like Ascendance. Like I'm good at challenges. Like I'm good at being loyal. Like I'm good at like doing the shit I have to do when it needs to be done. Like I know he's probably not going to win, but that's who I want to win.
All right. Since you are the one eliminated tonight, before I stop the recording, thank you so much for playing Ascendant Season 3 Spies in the Night, and thank you for being a player this season. Before I stop the recording, do you have any last minute things you'd like to say?
Who's Romeo?
I'm
I'm fucking dead. Like I love the way that I went out on that. Like I'm not gonna lie, the way that I went out, I am pretty happy about that. Like I love everybody in the game, and I loved the format, and I loved like everything about it. But like the way I went out was probably the best thing that I have ever done in my life. I want this pause. Am I in jury? Is there a jury?
what's a jury?
What's a jury?
Fuck you. I hate
All
this
right.
what's the jury shit.
I'm gonna stop the recording.